aboyandhisdogs here, playing Hexcells Infinite. Moving on to puzzle 5-1. Alright, so we're going to focus on the center column first. We have one blue, and the 5 have to be connected, so let's say that was the top one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means these 3 definitely can't be eliminated. And for the bracketed 2 down here, we know one of these 2 on either side will have to be selected. That means no matter what, this one will be taken care of, either if it's on the right or the left, so we can eliminate these 2. Alright, and let's see which hexagons will overlap up here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be these 3. So we're not quite sure yet if it's the top or the bottom one that's going to finish off that column. And so if we look at this 2 and these 1s, we know that because of this 2 down here, one of these 2 will be blue, but one of them won't be. They'll kind of be like a inverse thing going on there. So the center one for the 2 will definitely be selected no matter what, because we know one of those 2 will be eliminated. And that gives us our 5 that we need for this bracketed 5. Alright, so now we have 1, 2, 3. We can eliminate the rest of these up here at the top. And we've solved for our 5 and our 3 there. Now if we look at this 3, we have 1, 2, 3. We can do some basic moves here. And also, because we know one of these 2 will have to be blue for this one, as well as this one, we can eliminate these outside hexagons. And for this column here, we have 1, 2, and we know one of these 3 will be the 3rd, so we can eliminate this one and this one. Now we can solve for our bracketed 2 down here. And we can mark off our 3. So we have 3 there for that one. So we can take care of some of these basic moves here. If you have any questions about some of these moves I'm going through a little more quickly, just drop me a comment and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Alright, so for here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We know one of these 2 will be the 5th, so we can eliminate these 2 there. And for this 3, since we know one of these 2 will be blue, that will solve this 1. So we can eliminate these 3 that are around the 1. Okay, for that dash 2, we know the middle has to be eliminated for those 2 to be separated. We have our 2 there. Right, let's take a look here. We have 1, 2. We know one of these will be our 3rd, so we can eliminate these 2. Alright, for that 2 we have 1, 2. So now we have 1, 2, 3. We can eliminate the rest around that, and we've solved for that 3. And now we can solve for that 5. Okay, so here we have 1, 2, so there's only going to be one more within this region. And we know it has to be around this 2 here. So we can eliminate these 3. And we can also eliminate this one because the one's already connected to that blue. Alright, so this 2, both of those will be blue. We now have our 2 there. Alright, so we have 3 out of our 5 for this region. We know that 1 will be here, making it 4, and 1 will be here, making it 5, for both those 3's to work. So we can eliminate these 3 outside ones. Alright, so if we take a look at this bracketed 2, let's pretend that we were to select these two as blue. So that 3 would work and that 3 would work. But the only problem would be this 2 wouldn't work, because we'd have 1 connected to this 2. And then if we put a blue here, that would make this one total up to 3, which wouldn't work. And if we put 1 here, that would make this one total up to 4, and that wouldn't work. So we know that these two are going to have to be the blue for that bracketed 2. So now we can eliminate these two. And solve for our 3 there, and we solve for our 3 there. Alright, let's take a look at this row. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can eliminate those 2. We'll go ahead and deselect our 6 there. Alright, so in this row we have 1, 2, so we know one of these 2 will be blue. Let's go ahead and count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one of those will be blue, one will be eliminated, making it 9, so we can safely mark the rest of those off as blue. And now in this column we have our 2, so we can eliminate that top one. Solving for that circle. We have our 3 there now. We have our 3 there. So we've solved for the right portion. Let's take a look at this column. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only one more left between these 3. And we know one of these 2 will have to be blue in order for this one to work. So we can eliminate this one. Doing some basic moves here. It's nice when they give you a whole bunch of easy moves all at once. You can just kind of burn through them pretty quickly. Like a hot knife through butter. Okay. Go ahead and deselect that one. Some of these ones we've already solved for. Alright, so here we have 1, 2, 3. And one of these will be our 4th. Can't quite solve for that yet. Here we have 1. We know 2 of these will be blue for that 3 to work, so we'll have 1, 2, 3. So we can eliminate this one. Now for that 2, we can mark those as blue. Alright, so if we take a look at this 2, we already have 1 next to it. That means one of these 3 will be blue. And for this 3, since potentially only one of these could be blue, we know this one beneath it will have to be blue. And because we know one of those will have to be blue for this 3 to work, we can eliminate this one beneath the 2. So now we've solved for that 4 and the 3. Okay, for here we have 1, 2. We know one of these will make the 3rd. So we can eliminate the ones on the outside there. For this dash 2, we know the outsides will have to be blue and the center will have to be eliminated. For that 2, we have 1, 2. Alright, let's take a look at some of these rows here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So only one of these 2 will be blue. On this row, we know only one of these 2 will be blue. And on this row, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can solve that one. And if you look at this 4, we have 1, 2, 3 will be here, 4 will be here, so we can eliminate these 2 safely. So we solve for our row with 8. And now if we look at this column, we only have one, so that one has to be blue. And that's how you get a perfect in 5-1. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that.